from the members of Van Halen. It was November of 1996.
Can we officially say now that Gary Cherone is the singer?
The ink is not dried yet.
But you can say it.
Yeah.
Gary Cherone is officially the new singer of Van Halen.
No, I didn't say
And if
it.
I was a betting man, I'd run to Vegas now and bet that is what's going to happen.
I would do that too.
And now it's March 1998. The ink has dried. The songs have been written. The music has been recorded. And the wait for the new Van Halen record is finally over. Live from Billboard Live on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, the Album Network welcomes you to the world premiere broadcast of Van Halen 3. In just a moment, we'll hear from Michael Anthony, Gary Cherone, Alex Van Halen, and Eddie Van Halen, plus the music from Van Halen 3, which comes out in North America on Tuesday, March 17th. Your host for tonight's world premiere special is Tommy Nast.
Buddy! Woo! On behalf of everybody at Warner Brothers Records, the Album Network, welcome. We are here. It is the world premiere of Van Halen 3. As you can tell, we have got an extremely enthusiastic audience here at the club tonight. Each and every one of you here is in store for some incredible music. Everybody listening on the radio, we are live across 300 radio stations across the U.S. and Canada, and more around the world as well, too. From Seattle to Portland, Maine, to Miami, to San Diego, to Vancouver, to Toronto, to Greece, to Mexico, to Germany. Everybody is tuning in to hear Van Halen 3 tonight. I also want to make sure we want to welcome everybody checking us out on the World Wide Web. We're on a bunch of different websites, actually. We are on rocktropolis.com, Van Halen's website, which is van-halen.com. Warner Brothers is officially launching a new website today, too, for Van Halen 3 at vanhalen3.com. And we're also on knaclive.com. It has been 14 months since we heard something. And without further ado, I would like to welcome our special guest tonight, Michael Anthony, Alex Van Halen, Edward Van Halen, and Gary Cherone. Van Halen. Now, Gary, if you could come here a second. If you could come here 1 second, Gary.
Uh-oh, new guy.
We got the rider from your contract here, and I just wanted to give you the brown M&Ms that you requested.
We've been saving.
Said he wouldn't do the show unless we had brown M&Ms tonight. Ed, what do you think? Is this the first sign of LSD? Is this like lead singer disease starting?
Nah.
Oh, welcome, guys. It's great to see you again. Do these guys look great or what tonight?
Why am I sitting over here and why are you sitting on a toilet?
Now, I'm going to tell you, those of you on the radio can't see this, but those of you in the club, my dear friend Edward decided that he would give me his personal throne tonight. He brought in a toilet for me to sit on. Now, backstage, we're talking, and Eddie's saying, you know what? You get great ideas on this. This is how you came up with all the best stuff on the record, right?
And if something comes to you while you're sitting on it, you better get your butt off that real quick because it's supposed to be for me.
Anytime you want to trade, buddy, you just let me know.
I thought you would ask me to use it. No.
Did anybody bring toilet paper?
There
All right, now listen.
You wearing socks? No.
The location we're at here, Billboard Live, used to be Gazzari's. Now, I bet you guys got some stories. Tell us some old Gazzari stories. This is one of the places where Van Halen started.
Well, it smells the same.
There were a lot of bands that started at Gazzari's, like The Doors and
Sonny and Cher.
that's about it. Yeah, Sonny and Cher. And I think in the history of, I think it must have been 25 years, the club never really changed. You know, the different club scenes that were going on the Strip, whether it was the English Invasion or the punk rock thing, it never affected Gazzari's. Gazzari's just was. They had the wet T-shirt contests and rock and roll. That was it. It's great.
But then when we played the whiskey down the street, because we weren't allowed to play our own material here, and so we got fired.
How about that,
Well,
Tommy?
you know, Bill
good run,
goes,
though.
he goes, yeah. Bleep. You bleep me just like all the rest of them, you know.
Hey, Gary, you used to sneak into Gazzari's when you were a little kid, right?
No, that's not right.
Gazzari's East.
Yeah, right. Didn't you hang out here from Boston?
I was from Boston.
We got some Boston fans here.
All of them are holding up all their alcohol bottles down there.
Alex, in an interview we did before, I'll never forget the story that you told me about how your father taught you and Eddie the music business. You remember that? It's such a great story. Would you share that with us?
I think it's the one where Ed and I played during the intermission. My dad was playing at a club, and Ed and I brought an amp and some drums, and we set up in the middle of the dance floor during their intermission and started to play. We only knew about 5 or 6 songs. By the second song, he's walking around with all the people who had gathered around us with a hat, and people were starting to put money into it. And we played about 5 songs. We had a great time. Then we stopped. At the end of the night, we counted the money, and it was about 17, 18 bucks in there. So he gives Ed a couple of bucks, and he gives me a couple of bucks, and I'm adding up. That's 4. Where's the other 13 bucks? And he says, "Welcome to the music business."
And we are sure glad that he welcomed you guys to the music business.
That's
now,
right.
We are here tonight to have the world premiere of 3, the brand new Van Halen album. So without further ado,
The third and final incarnation of Van Halen.
let's hear something that nobody has heard before. This is What I Want on the Album Network.
He's on a ring second.
the first time we've heard some new music from 3. Unbelievable song. We are live on the Album Network, and we are going to be back in just a bit. Ed, Alex, Gary, Mike, we will have more of the world premiere of 3 when we come back on the Album Network.
After tonight's broadcast, you can hear more of Van Halen 3 by going down to your favorite Blockbuster Music beginning March 13th, or you can listen to the new album while reserving your copy, which comes out on Tuesday, March 17th. We shall return on the Album Network.
It begins with a step away from the known and a step towards the unknown. It will take you to ports halfway around the world and into uncharted waters deep inside yourself. Above all, it will demand your honor, your courage, and your commitment. It's your journey. Start it in the right direction. Call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Let the journey begin. Paid for by the U.S. Navy.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, Chili's baby back rib. I want my baby back, Chili's baby back rib. Barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, Chili's baby back rib. I want my baby Chili's baby back rib. Barbecue sauce.
Nobody does baby back ribs like Chili's.
I got my baby back ribs.
Nobody.
Tom Chappell on what makes the difference in Tom's of Maine natural toothpaste.
Tom's toothpaste is an exciting difference from what's on the market because it is from natural sources. And it does work. The teeth get really clean. They are getting the protection of fluoride. And you get all that without any artificial dyes, preservatives, sweeteners. So Tom's toothpaste is there to give you what you need. You can count on it.
Look for Tom's of Maine wherever natural products are sold.
There it is, kids. The Empire State Building.
What's happening, Daddy? Yeah, why is it getting shorter?
Well, they say someone on the top floor had an entire vending machine filled up with Reese's Nutrageous bars. They're 20% bigger now. So with all that chocolate, peanuts, caramel, and lots of Reese's peanut butter, the building is sinking.
Here comes the observation deck.
Wave to the people, kids.
Hi.
Reese's Nutrageous, now 20% bigger.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the U.S. Navy, by Chili's. Come into Chili's today and you'll see why we say Chili's grills like no place ever. And by Nutrageous. You're listening to the Album Network.
Celebrate Ladies' Night with a lady who loves to party, Molly Blooms of Smithtown. This and every Thursday is the island's hottest ladies' night. Being a fine lady herself, Molly Blooms knows exactly what the ladies want. Free drinks, live music, and cute guys. Did I just say cute guys? Well, that's not really for me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And Molly Blooms has it all. There's free drinks for the ladies till 2 a.m. Hosted by those fine-looking lads, Pete and the guys from Golden Glove. I just said fine-looking lad. I did it again. Tonight, see what a real ladies' night is all about at Molly Blooms. Friday, it's free-for-all Fridays with free drinks for everyone from 9 to 11. Also, this Friday, it's a black and tan hoolie. I bet if I knew what that was, that would be exciting. Celebrate the luck of the Irish early with $3 pints of black and tan. River dance the night away with DJ Patrick and lots of cool Guinness and harp giveaways. Plus, there's no cover charge. Saturday night, the Beatles tribute band Strawberry Fields takes the stage, and there's twofers on bottled beer and no cover. Molly Blooms, 43 East Main Street, Smithtown. Phone 360-8169. Tonight, ladies' night, ladies drink free till 2 a.m.
Your case is one of the most interesting I've ever encountered. Yeah? Never before have I met someone so in love with an auto dealership.
Well, that's because there's no auto dealership in the world like Donaldson's Volkswagen, Doc.
Ooh.
I love everything about it. The smell of the carpet as you walk in, the sense of pride and integrity that comes with being New York's #1 Volkswagen volume dealer for over 11 years. The knowledge and experience of the Donaldson service department, the way they display all the great new Volkswagens, Volkswagen Jetta, Passat, VW Convertible, VW Golf, all available with no money down financing. Most of all, I love the subtle yet powerful message of their jingle. Donaldson's Volkswagen. Donaldson's the smart choice.
Get yourself down to Donaldson's now. I know. I love Donaldson's too.
Volkswagen. Smart choice. Get yourself down to Donaldson's now.
Donaldson's Volkswagen, Sunrise Highway, Sayville. Take exit 50, the Lincoln Avenue exit. Volkswagen drivers wanted.
You're listening to Van Halen 3 on BAB.